My investigation into H1-B visa scams is just heating up. And if you thought we were done, if you thought we were all done, oh, no. Strap in. We've got some updates for you. Welcome back to Sara Gonzales Unfiltered. Wow. What a response from the United States of America on our expose of this major H1-B visa scam being carried out really in the whole country, I'm hearing, but particularly here in Texas, we've had to deal with it. And so if you have not yet seen the video, you're one of the only ones, apparently. I'm just kidding. But it is blowing up. So we're hoping to bring more awareness to this issue. You can go to our second channel at Sara Gonzales TX on YouTube. By the way, you guys have heard me ask you guys, go subscribe to the second channel. We're testing something. We're just testing something. And I'm telling you, we would not have gotten the reach on this channel, even though it has way more subscribers. So we're trying to blow the other channel up, if you're catching my drift yet, with what we're experimenting on at Sara Gonzales TX. And also, if you have discovered potential fraud, if you're like, you know what? I've seen some shady stuff happening where I live as well. We're accepting tips. We're trying to expose it all. So you can email us. Please, I love you guys. Please don't DM me. I'm getting so many DMs on all my social media. I can't keep up with it. My team can help me keep up with it only at saratips@blazemedia.com, so you can make sure that it can be seen. So if you sent it at the beginning, apparently we had some technical issues, so resend it. It's working now, and we should receive your email, okay? So I want to share some emails, by the way, towards the end of this, but I want to first share some big updates since the video was released. One of the biggest, our pal Vagina Pally has responded. I mean, kind of. I have it on good authority. Vagina Pally has seen the expose. Now, before we get into what happened, I want to highlight an issue, okay? All of this information is publicly available and on the internet, on like government websites and all. Like, it's all publicly available. We didn't go to the trouble of like using these elusive tactics to dig this up. We didn't like dox anyone. This is all publicly available on purpose, intentionally, information on employers who are sponsoring H1Bs. So the claim, like trust me, the community that we have angered, they're really not happy. And we keep hearing the claim that we've invaded someone's privacy, or you're doxing people. No, actually, we're not. The information that we're providing is newsworthy and serves the public interest and has to be exposed for what it is. How else can you expose the fraud and the corruption and the scams if you can't put it in front of people and show them this is what I'm saying it is? So for those of you who maybe missed it, I went to this house in Irving, Texas, which on the public paperwork says it sponsors 27 H1B visas. And that is the work address. Well, it's not a work, obviously. It's a house. No one was there. This was 3B's Technologies. And so after no one was there, we went to the address listed on their website that they had just recently changed. And as you can see, it was a building under construction. There were no workers there. There was so much dust in the air. I mean, true story. Actually, I haven't even said this until now. I had a massive headache afterwards when we left because of all of the dust and crap that was in there, because it was just under construction. So the funny thing is, they definitely saw the video because they've just updated their website, and they've made quite certain to make everyone know 3B's Technologies is an IT consulting company, and all the employees in 3B's Technologies work at client site address, and no one works from 3B's office address, as we are a IT consulting company. How's that for broken English? But in sending this message, which, by the way, wow, you guys got that up quick, fast, and in a hurry. Nothing to see here. That's not suspicious or anything, that you would very, very quickly try to cover your tracks. But also, you may have just accidentally admitted to committing fraud, because It's against the law to not properly disclose where your workers are to the government. They have to know. USCIS says employers must file amended H1-B petitions when a new labor condition application for non-immigrant workers is required due to a change in the H1-B workers' work site location. That's what I need you guys to understand. They have to they're not giving us, oh, this is my home address. This is where I live. This is my employer's home address. This is where my employer's HQ is. No, this is the actual work site location that they have to give. So if you're saying that your employees are working off site and you have not actually amended their LCAs, you are committing fraud. You are breaking the law. Thank you, 3Bs. We will definitely intend to use that against you when we deliver all of this to the authorities. I also want to point out that they didn't even bother updating their website to remove the addresses, which I already proved were phony, like this, the abandoned WeWork and the new construction of the Legacy Club. It still lists the home street address as well, USA Darbon, but you get it, right? Like, they're not great at their job. Also, I would like to just point out, if you're just an IT consulting firm and all you do is consult, you're just a firm that consults, you don't need a workplace. Why the hell are we bringing these people into this country anyway? They can just stay in India. They can just hop on a Zoom call. They can just hop on the phone. They can type a little email from their shithole and just send it here. If all you are is an IT consulting firm and nobody needs to be here and everyone can just work virtually consulting, they can just do that from over there where they came from. Okay? Now, he also, remember I told you he had multiple different businesses. He also updated his other website as well. He was tied to Critty Info Systems. They've gone in and removed all the broken code that we found. You're welcome. I don't recall getting a thank you for that. You're welcome for telling you that your website sucked. And they updated their website there as well. They are trying to be very, very careful with this, but unfortunately, they're not sending their best. Remember the addresses, the one listed as their UK corporate office was just a house, another residence. Well, they've updated that there, removed the address to the home and the other random Indian tax company, but they left the Louisville, Texas error. So their new UK corporate office is another virtual office building. Wow, I think that they win the award for record time of getting movers to come in and pack up shop in like the 24, 36 hours that I posted this video. Isn't that so crazy? But again, these software engineers, these high-tech guys that we're bringing into this country are not bright enough to change every page on the website because the contact page still has the old addresses. Guys, the internet is forever. We've already got your stuff. We're already archiving. We've already archived the regular old ones before we expose you. You're screwed, guys. You are screwed. If you are committing fraud on the H1B visa, we're going to find you. We're going to track everything before you even know that we're on to you. We're going to expose you, and you're gonna be so you might as well just pack up your shit and go home. I encourage people to go to these sites as well, archive what you're seeing as well. Give us a hand a little bit. And I wanted to read a couple emails. A lot of people have reached out with firsthand knowledge. This was the one thing that I did not expect. We had a lot of Indians from India a lot of time emailing me, and they weren't mad at me. They're mad at the people who are scamming the system because there's only so many H1Bs we can allow in. And the people who play by the rules also get scammed out of these by the people who are gaming the system. I'm not going to share their names, but I did find them a little bit interesting, giving a lot more insight into how these so-called body shops work. Okay, this is what they call them, body shops. That's what they're called. First and foremost, thank you for digging into public records and trying to get to the bottom of these so-called frauds. I am a naturalized U.S. citizen who was born in India. My family immigrated to the U.S. by proper channels, paperwork, and by paying fees and waiting over a period of about 14 years in time to come here legally. Now let me unpack some of the frauds which are taking place. Fraud number 1, you are 100% spot on with this H1-B visa fraud. A lot of these so-called tech companies are abusing the system, and they will get workers here from India and pay them peanuts to work. These consultancies are in hundreds in Texas, Northern Virginia, and New Jersey. There is a higher probability of these happening from people coming from southern India. Lots of these consultancies have abused the system, and with this new rule of $100K per visa has definitely shut this down for the future, but the damage is done. I like that he points that out because President Trump was the one to enact this $100,000 per visa, but we've got too many people in here right now. Okay. He says fraud number 2, some of the people come here legally on travel and tourist visa, and once their respective tourist visa, 1, 3, 6 month, etc., expires in duration, they overstay their visa and work undercover under the table. Over the span of 10 to 20 years, they seek asylum, etc., and get refugee status to then get the green card for citizenship. And I want to remind you guys, when they talk about getting the refugee status and get them a green card to citizenship, remember, this is actually a non-immigrant visa. This is not supposed to be utilized to keep renewing it while you're trying to get an immigration status, while you're trying to get a green card, while you're trying to get citizenship. That's not what this is supposed to be, but people are abusing it and using it for that. Fraud number 3, some of the U.S. citizens of these so-called Indian folks will marry their brother, sister, father, mother, friends, family. That sounds familiar. I believe that's happening in Somalia too. Ilhan Omar, looking at you. So they're marrying their family members to get them to come here legally. And once they're here and they get their green card and citizenship, they will divorce. It is unfortunate that they do this in search of a better life, but in doing so, they give bad names to the rest of the good Indian folks who came here legally and the good citizens who are contributing to society. My 2 cents. And then let me give you one more here. Indian communities are closed, and it's imperative for you to understand what is going on at a larger scale. Doesn't matter what you do or which way you look, you won't be able to piece together until you have this inside knowledge. Some things are going to look and sound racist. You were warned. It's coming from someone. I'm just reading it, okay? Indians are like most Asians. They are vulnerable to 3 things: how they are perceived by the white people, what others think about them, and greed. They come from the world I can't even begin to describe. You would have to see it for yourself. All of the H1B fraud is based around that. They need to make sure the visas are in good standing. Everyone around them is aware they are law-abiding citizens, then profit. They are true scam artists. You will find a lot of disconnects once you start looking deeper. The reason no one sees what you see is that nobody wants to deal with them. Do you remember a truck driver who crashed on the interstate? You guys remember that? We played the video on loop multiple times. He was Indian on an H1B visa, yet you need to have a master's degree to apply for the work visa. So why is he a truck driver? In your video, what you found, these are called agencies. These are meant to host the people until another position to sponsor the H1B visa is found and then transfer there. It was getting harder during COVID and post-COVID. Most of the Indians have a perm already filed. This means they have to work for a company who sponsors the visa, pays U.S. taxes, and makes sure the H1B is in the green. Let's say somebody got laid off. This is the moment the clock starts. I believe it's 90 days to transfer your visa to another sponsor within 90 days. If you don't, oh, well, your H1B is gone and the perm with it, unless you can afford to have it sponsored for you with an agency. These are the body shops. The typical size of such an enterprise is 10 to 30 workers, and most of them are close to the high-tech and finance areas. 2 to 3 member family house. This way they can stay mobile. 2 to 3 family houses, just so they can stay mobile in case they get a call that they're having a DHS visit and they got to go. In your video, a person was hired by another legitimate business, but I bet you they were hired by another Indian manager. It's a tradition of sorts. The moment an Indian gets a management position, they only hire Indians. They all know each other this way or the other, and it always works for them at the end. That guy on the video who opened the front door is getting paid for this by the workers he sponsors. I work in technology field for the past 20 years, and I met only 2 Indians that actually knew what they were doing. An Indian manager makes sure the scam won't get exposed. And it goes on and on. And these were from Indian people who were just tired of the fraud. They're tired of it. By the way, this person is too. This is someone on X who apparently specializes in talking about the H1-B visa scam. And he says, the Indian community is very scared. Kumar Exclusive said, you, Sara Gonzales, have scared some Indians in the U.S. more than ICE ever has. Body shops are reportedly discussing how to handle the situation if you visit their homes or workplaces. I would recommend that they get ready. I would recommend that, actually. By the way, we've heard from our good friend Hari, who we caught, I don't know, in his boxers or something at home. Where are the workers? My company. Someone is like threatening me. He's the one who called 911. I'll just say I have it on good authority that he's seen the video. He's not happy. And I have so much more to say on that, but there's a lot more to come. So make sure you stay tuned and subscribe to the second channel, Sara Gonzales TX. Make sure you're subscribed to this one, Sara Gonzales Unfiltered, so you don't miss a thing. If you like this clip and you want to see the full episode, click here. And if you want to subscribe to the channel, come on, you know you do. Click here.